I'm actually like really disappointed that Lydia wasn't here because I had this whole like opening bit to just gaslight her for like the first 5 minutes of the episode.
About what?
I was just gonna talk about how like I was just gonna like gaslight her into like you should hear the just obscenely offensive stuff she says right before we press record about women.
I love it. Turn the whole audience against her. That's
Just and now I don't even get to do it.
We'll save it. I think it's even funnier if you just do it one-on-one with her. Is that part of a bit?
No,
it's a real thing.
This is real. No, what? No bit. No, it is. It's like that.
All right.
Do you see they fucked with GameStop again?
I heard something about that. They're jacking it back up.
It went up like 70% in one day. It's like
I did see.
I think you guys kind of doing something just a tad illegal. Yeah,
I'm gonna start a travel agency.
You should.
Then when people want to go places that I don't like, I simply tell them no. I'm gonna send you to
Cleveland, Mississippi.
Actually, we want to go to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Like, how about we go to Boston?
Welcome to the Gray Area Podcast.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Was all of that previously recorded too?
Yes, and I'm hoping you turned off the Joe Rogan Experience to move over to this podcast.
The superior. We're trailing behind him barely,
Yes.
and listeners now. Spotify has alerted us that we are quickly climbing the ranks.
Yeah, his lawyers have already contacted us about how like we need to like stop stealing his sunshine.
Yeah. Well, don't sign $100 million contract if you're gonna fuck it up.
Swedes.
Swedes.
Spotify.
Are they
It's
really?
owned by Swedes.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, you haven't heard it yet, but the episode that's going up tonight, I have a 5-minute rant at like the beginning of it about how much I hate Spotify.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Well, they probably deserve it.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Swedish company.
Could we ever get polled for that? I wish you would have told me because I'd go on.
We'll find out tomorrow.
Some heavy anti-Swedish.
Yeah, we'll find out if we get pulled.
Yeah. Well, the network will cover us, though.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they don't really care too
If
much. They'll find something
else. If they kick us off, we'll go to our own thing.
Are we still on Apple? Apple's still all in, right? Apple's usually cool with
Yeah,
stuff.
I don't think Apple has done anything to us yet. Well, we got YouTube now, dude. Fuck Spotify.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
Network's cutting some fat checks for us. So I have a opinion.
Okay.
That is probably unpopular.
Let's do it.
I don't know if it's really an opinion or a necessity.
Okay.
I think that we need to dismantle the Boy and Girl Scouts.
I don't think it's, now that you bring this up, it's not the Boy Scouts anymore.
What do you mean?
It's like, I think they call it the Scouts of America now.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It's not I'm pretty sure I just saw that last week. Like, it's not Boy Scouts anymore.
Is that part of a bit?
No,
it's a real thing.
This is real. No,
what?
No bit. No, it is. It's like that.
All right. Well, I guess that sounds better. Anyways, we need to get rid of the Scouts. Why'd they get rid of the boy? Is it because of the gender shit?
I think it's a gender thing. Yeah.
Anyways,
what should we call them?
I don't know.
It can be bleeped if it's that bad. Wow.
Yeah, bleep that. Like actually bleep.
Yeah,
I request
that'll get bleeped. Yeah.
But can you put it in a little sense?
I don't think any streaming platform is going to enjoy that.
No, I don't think so. I don't think it really does anything for anybody. What the fuck do they really do? Were you in the Boy Scouts?
No. I did the pre Boy Scouts. I did Cub Scouts.
What did you do? Do you remember?
I don't, dude. I was like 3 or 4. Probably just like ate worms out of the ground or something.
Well, I don't know what the Boy Scouts do either. I know a lot of people that were Boy Scouts and they're no better than anybody else.
I know, like, when you get super high up into it, they teach you, like you learn how to tie knots that nobody uses anymore.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
You can sharpen a Swiss Army knife.
Again, that's what I mean. We have YouTube now. So in order to fund this entire waste of time,
okay,
they sell cookies.
I think that's mainly Girl Scouts, but
right.
But continue.
Then the Boy Scouts sell popcorn. I'm talking the whole Scouts. Get rid of them, okay? Because people in this country have no willpower, and they buy boxes of these fucking cookies, hand over fist, and they're fucking ruining people's bodies. They're giving us diabetes. I actually was doing some research on this today.
Okay.
In order to justify my case about dismantling this.
Okay.
And there's actually entire communities on the internet dedicated to people that are diabetic and how they can get around their diabetes to eat the Scout cookies. That's real.
They just take the ick.
The ick?
The Ozempic.
Oh. Yeah, I guess that's a new one now.
Yeah.
I think they're probably funded by Big Pharma. Because these people actually stockpile insulin during Scout season.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Like a doomsday prepper?
Because people are so addicted to these cookies that they can't not eat them.
Damn.
So there's actually people out there who are diabetic who band together and discuss, like I saw one about Ozempic. Like, can we fucking eat the cookies if we take the Ozempic? That little fucking shitty program is just fueling the downfall of America.
Huh. I would be interested to see who the main, not beneficiaries, but like the main people to donate and fund Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, like what corporations it is.
They claim it's all off donations. So last year, or in 2018, they sold 200 million boxes of cookies.
Damn.
Yeah.
Do we know? Oh, all right. Keep going. I'm going to check something out while you're doing that.
I think that they should, as a social experiment and to prove the point, start selling organic vegetables. Or how about vitamins? And see how many people buy that shit. None. We're a country of children. None.
Maybe if it was like Flintstones vitamins.
Again,
I'd buy them.
Again, it's like candy. That proves the point. I want those fucking horse pills that make you feel better.
Wow, I'm surprised that was like in the...
What do you got?
Ooh. So the main manufacturer of Girl Scout cookies is
Nabisco.
ABC Bakers and Little Brownie Bakers, which is a division of the Keebler Company.
Funny. And a lot of those fucking cookies you can find the knockoffs at the grocery store.
Yep.
And I'll bet you that they have worse packaging.
Oh, yeah.
Not as appealing, you know? There's just a stigma around them. Like, there's some, like, God's gift. They're just fucking cookies.
Yeah,
they're just cookies.
They're all right. I mean, they're not.
I don't even like sweet stuff anymore. I mean, they're not bad. They're not disgusting. But there are people that, like, buy, like, hundreds of boxes because people give them money, like, at work. And, like, their niece or something sells the cookies. And it's absurd.
Interesting.
It's absurd.
This reminds me of the people who have, like, the crazy fandom around, like, the Shamrock Shake.
That's another
Not
one.
Good.
No.
The people who, like, worship the McRib, who hurt you as children?
My grandma used to love them, but she also grew up in 1931.
It's the most disgusting looking thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Like, you're eating
barbecue
roadkill.
hot dog. Yeah. I don't know. I think we just need to start banning that shit. Bust up the Scouts. They don't do... Literally nobody knows anything about them.
We could.
Because it's worthless and a waste of time. And it's a scam. And their entire... Especially the Girl Scouts. It's just to fucking sell those cookies.
Yeah.
And it's... If you look at, like, where the money goes in that, they had it broken down. It's like 50% goes to, like, the cookie manufacturer. And then it's like 25 to, like, the troop. And then 25 to just their corporate thing. It's disgusting. It's just another raping of American society for a corporation.
You know who I think funds the Boy Scouts of America and the Girl Scouts of America? There's only one logical corporation.
Iran? Oh, corporation.
I don't think Iran has seen a Girl Scout cookie ever.
That's a good way to make a downfall.
But there's only one corporation that could possibly be behind this, and that's BlackRock.
BlackRock, yet again,
yes,
ruining America.
Just, first they went after the single moms, and they're like, oh, those single moms probably have daughters too.
Right.
Probably in the Girl Scouts.
Right.
Let's get in on that gravy train also.
Yeah, no, it's just, I wouldn't be surprised anymore, man.
Wow.
Like I said, I think they just need to bust all that up. And I think that they are no different than heroin dealers, or coke dealers, or weed dealers, or pill dealers. Sugar's also not good for you.
Yeah,
they're little fucking drug salesmen, and they teach them that shit right out of the gate. And those kids all go on to become theater majors or in prison for selling drugs.
Really, theater majors?
Worthless profession?
No, I just wouldn't have.
People that go scouts are either like those over the top, like fakely like good people in the world. And just goofballs.
Just assume
they sell drugs.
They went to work at like some evangelical church.
Again, It breeds diabetes and a worse generation of society. Yeah. We have YouTube now, which we're on, by the way.
Yes. I don't know that it's gonna like most of this beginning, but
this is pro YouTube.
Yeah, because
you don't need a fucking scoutmaster who's been in trouble for tax evasion before to show you how to tie your shoes.
True.
Have your parents do it. Watch a YouTube video. Become self-sufficient.
Yeah.
Fuck that organization. It's a scam, and it's killing you.
Pro YouTube.
How many people do you think have died from Girl Scout cookies? Collectively?
From Girl Scout cookies?
Over time.
I don't know. I'm gonna say at least.
It's not zero.
I'm gonna say a good 25.
25 people?
I'm gonna say a good 25.
It's 25 good souls down the drain.
Yeah, you can't say that. Some of them, they could have been real pieces of shit.
Well, the real pieces of shit are the ones selling it to them. So if your kids are in scouts, fuck you.
Maybe that's what we should rename it. The Drug Dealers of America.
That's what they are, dude. It's nuts.
Nice.
I would like that, though.
Nice.
Just give us your cash, ruin your body.
Do you think
no different than McDonald's?
Like that when they would hold like marketing and selling strategy conferences for the Boy Scouts of America, they would just take them down to like El Chapo's ranch.
Probably.
And he would just do like a full like PowerPoint presentation.
Dude, it's territorial as fuck. It starts off with territory because moms get mad at each other because my daughter was at the Walgreens first and you guys can't set up your table here. We're starting off with cartel level shit. Okay? And then it also gives Americans a guilt-free way to kill themselves slowly with processed sugars and carbs. Yeah. Because, it's guilt-free. It's for the scouts. It's for the kids. It's a big old fundraiser. No. If you ate that many cookies from the fucking dollar store or Walmart, or you came walking out of Target with a fucking cart full of just peppermint Thin Mints or whatever the fuck's it called, everybody be like, what are you doing, dude?
What's wrong with you?
Why would you do that? You know what I mean?
I get it.
This is like 30% jokes, 70 serious. There's a big problem with that.
I'm just going to let you keep stretching
There's a big problem
it out.
With that. And they never have a fucking fundraiser. Look at churches, dude. They have like an all-you-can-eat breakfast sometimes. We'll give you the scrambled eggs, the bacon. Mm-hmm. Debatable whether that's healthy or not. Better than sugar.
Depends where they get the stuff from.
Better than sugar.
Yeah.
There's a million better ways. I mean, look at the people that raise money for the veterans. They give you a little fucking flour that you buy, a little poppy flour. Yeah. Which, ironically, heroin comes from poppy.
It is.
This is all rooted in drugs.
Everything comes back to drugs.
It's symbolism of something.
Yeah. Okay.
Cheaply made, whatever. But it's not hurting you.
No. Not at first.
No, but like I said, man, you just eat fucking people pound boxes of these goddamn cookies. Yeah. And like, what do the Boy Scouts do? Like, well, we can't sell anything normal because those little bitches across the street are already selling sugary stuff. So how about the caramel corn? Roll it out.
Maybe instead of cookies, the Boy Scouts should be like, I don't know, selling like like Smith and Wessons or like
do it.
Springfields or something.
Do it.
I can tell you a lot more people would be stopping on their way into Jewel Osco if the Boy Scouts are posted up selling 9 mils and 45s.
Yeah, dude, you can get you can help support the cause by buying a Ruger SR9. And I think that money would go to a lot of better things. I don't know what they teach there. It's nothing really long lasting. I know when you're an Eagle Scout, you have to build a project for like your community or something.
Don't you have to like survive a night in the woods or something like that. They
Maybe.
just, like, throw you out of a van.
Well, according to women, that's not a problem at all. Bears aren't dangerous.
As long as you don't run into a man. I mean, you can cuddle up with a cute little brown bear or black bear.
1,000%. And then, frostbite's not dangerous either. It's just temperatures. The cold loves me. But they do that, and then they have to, like, build a fucking, like you could argue that the pyramids in Egypt were just an Eagle Scout project. They built it like, okay, that's cool, but like, why? They're like, well, it's just because I had to for the greatness of the cause.
We had these rocks laying around. We just didn't know what to do with them.
Yeah. This whole thing makes no sense. The scouts make no fucking sense. Like, here's how you cut a twig and start a fire. We live in corporate America.
We have
buy some gas.
We have big lighters.
Big lighters, gas.
Yeah.
It's pointless.
I don't know.
The entire thing is funded by people slowly killing themselves with those cookies. Oh my god, I need the Samoas. No, you don't need the fucking Samoas. You don't need to buy the Samoas. Have a 50-50 raffle, you fuck. I hate them all, dude. Every Scoutmaster should be listed on the FBI's website just like terrorists are. ISIS, Scoutmasters, there's no difference to me. You could tell me that they were like Soviet plants to help ruin this country, and it's like a holdover program. I'd be like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Maybe it is. Maybe it was developed by the Soviets to destabilize our country.
Get people addicted to sugar, make them less active.
There's a conspiracy for you.
It's genius. That's exactly what I would do. It's exactly what I would do.
It's a good long con. It's a really good long con.
I don't know. Like I said, if you're listening to this and your kids are in Scouts, get them out. Because you're hurting America bad.
You're bringing us down.
Nobody's ever been an adult and they've done something and be like, thanks, Boy Scouts. Or like, anyways, Captain Sully, former Boy Scout, landed a plane. No, fuck no. But exactly my point. I never hear that shit. Okay. Chris Kyle, probably not a Boy Scout. Anything that he learned in Boy Scouts did not translate over to Iraq.
He got all that from the good old military.
Exactly. Yeah. And what do we do?
That's
to
like
fund the military?
It's like adult Boy Scouts. They just don't sell you cookies. They sell you Tomahawk missiles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Everybody pitching $1 for a Tomahawk cruise missile.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's a good plan.
It's not bad.
You
can only consume one of them. I had no idea how much you harbored for the Boy Scouts.
I didn't until about 3 hours ago. But like Pampered Chef. Straight up. You're just buying kitchen shit.
Is that still around?
Fuck yeah. Remember I signed up to sell it? And I never sold a thing.
I forgot about that.
I never sold a single thing. I got my free apron and box of mix, and I'm like, yeah, fuck it.
That's all you wanted to begin with.
Pretty much. It was $25. I got this kick-ass apron. I got some seasonings for myself. I got a spatula.
Pampered Chef.
Sick. But like, that's all they do. That's all they sell is... Yeah. The Boy Scouts sell nothing else besides lies and diabetes.
Damn.
There's no...
I never thought about it.
Literally no benefit. It's literally they are selling the worst thing that you could consume besides heroin.
I will definitely admit that I have turned around in the middle of the parking lot and gone back home when I've saw both entrances were like ganged up on both sides with people hawking cookies.
Yeah. And they fucking train their kids to be like persistent and like obnoxious and to like manipulate people. Like, you go strolling in, like, you want to buy some cookies? You're like, don't even look at it. Like, you want to buy a cookie? I'm like, no. It's like walking through a gauntlet right before you go in there to buy more shit. I'm so fucking mad. Go buy more shit that isn't good for you either.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm stoned. I'm here for a home run and pizza. Fuck off with the cookies. Yeah.
If anything's going to take me out, it's a home run pizza.
Yeah, not some goddamn trefoils or whatever they're called. Shortbread
those
bitches.
are the worst ones.
Really? I always liked those the most.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
But no, my eyes are open now.
Wow.
It's and I invite anybody on here to debate me about that.
Let's do it.
Why is it that something that's supposed to be so good for America sells and gets addicted people? I'm so mad. I'm stumbling over my words.
Let's do it.
Get people addicted to sugar. That's their whole money making scheme.
Yeah. Wow.
Horseshit.
I didn't know how deep the corruption went.
Dude, once the curtain's pulled back, brother, you see the world for what it is.
It'd be like a good HBO doc.
Yeah,
the dark world of the Boy Scouts.
Yeah, and then they bounce back and forth between like people who lost their legs from diabetes and then a Scoutmaster, and they just. I want to see a presidential debate on like someone from like the FDA talking about like how bad this shit is for you, and then like, no, all we can sell is sugar. Dude, if they made birdhouses and sold them, Good.
Yeah.
But they just know everyone in this country has no fucking willpower.
Yeah.
These
It's
corporations
true.
have made us husks, and
Well, and they I don't know, they put shit in food now that makes you crave it even more.
Yeah.
Which is just unbelievable.
totally legal.
Yeah.
And there's people that capitalize on that.
Yikes.
I feel better. I feel
Got
better.
it all out.
Fuck
Got
the
all,
Scouts.
All the negative energy is out.
Fuck the Scouts.
Wow. I had no idea.
I didn't either.
Wow.
But I took an ayahuasca journey in my backyard last night when the Northern Lights were here, and it really opened my eyes.
Just to how corrupt the Boy Scouts really are.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the universe spoke to me and told me that I need to go on a crusade and really spread the word.
I'll never look at one the same.
No, they're literally little drug dealers, and
Wow.
they hound you and persist, and they don't know what they're doing. They don't know who they're doing it for. All they know is that if they sell the most poison, they get an award.
Yeah, they get a patch. All that for a patch.
They killed umpteen people for a patch. That means nothing. What do cartels do?
People have been killed for less.
It's a cartel.
Wow.
It's a fucking cartel.
America's cartel.
And the fact that it's owned by Keebler, which I genuinely didn't know,
that's funny.
That's case in point.
Fuck them little elves.
Case in point, dude.
Yeah.
So I'll take it away with something you got.
All right, so I want to do I'm going to tell this story now, since I was going to do it on the last episode with Lydia, and all I asked was that you watch one video that I sent you, and you didn't watch it, Lydia. Yeah.
I'm out of the loop.
Yeah. So I sent her this TikTok of this story that I had seen on TikTok. I'd seen it on Instagram. And I saw it somewhere else in a podcast or something. And then I saw the original Reddit post about it. And I sent it to her and I was like, watch this all the way through. This is crazy. And I was like, all right, well, talk about it in the next episode. And she just ignored
Nice.
my TikTok.
Nice.
After,
Showed up late
yeah,
and
yeah,
ignored
yeah,
the TikTok.
Yeah, get on TikTok. And
Get off of it.
just
Now
ignored me. But nonetheless, it's called the Red Lamp Story.
Okay.
And it was originally, this dude posted this story on Reddit. It's supposedly about himself. Obviously, it's Reddit, so there's no way to completely fact check this whole thing.
Right.
So basically, here's how the story goes. It's kind of long. So this guy is in college, and I can't remember his name in the story, so I'll just call him Steve. So he's in college, and every day he goes to class, and he sees this one girl in class. He really likes her. So he starts asking her out. She's saying no. But he kept persistent, and over time, wore her down like we do with most women. And
maybe they're onto something with the Bears.
Yeah. He just dressed up as a bear and went into class. She's like, "Oh yeah, I'll totally date you."
Totally not. Yeah, anyways, go on.
But nonetheless, so eventually she gives in and agrees to go on a date with him, and we'll say her name is Jessica. So Steve and Jessica go on a date, and it goes really well. Really good chemistry. They're having good conversation, this and that.
Okay.
So then they agree to go on a second date. They go on a second date, even better, and so on and so forth. And it progresses. They start dating regularly, progresses some more.
Does it say, do they smash the gabagoo?
No, he doesn't go into any of the Lydia book details.
It's not implied.
Yeah. So keeps progressing. Eventually, he asks her to marry him or marry her, whatever. She says yes. They get married. They get the white picket house. Then they have kids. And, he's living this great life, awesome life. And then the story kind of slows down, and the guy's talking about, he's in the house, and every time he's in the house, he walks past this red lamp in the corner of his living room. And he always thought, why that lamp looks really weird. It just looks really out of place. And as time goes on, it just keeps becoming more and more prevalent to him, to the point where he's now sitting down and staring at the lamp for a minute at a time, to a couple minutes at a time, to an hour at a time. And it progresses even more, and he's staring at this lamp, and he's staring at it for hours, and his wife has to break him out of the trance, because he's just staring at this lamp. He's like, I don't know what it is about this lamp, it just looks so weird, so out of place. And it's just a regular red lamp on a table up against the wall. So it starts to affect every aspect of his life. He can't sleep. He's thinking about this lamp. He He's like calling off of work.
It
just gets so wild. So
is this him telling the story? Or
so the guy wrote this whole long, like super long, detailed Reddit post, and I'm skipping over a lot of the details because it's a really long story. So it gets to the point where like he calls off of work and he's staring at this lamp, and he stares from the time he wakes up until his wife and kids get home. He's staring at this lamp.
Okay.
And so then again, she breaks him out of the trance. Goes to sleep, does the same thing the next day. And he's staring at the lamp. Wife and kids get home, and they can't get him out of the trance. And so I guess eventually how he tells the story is the lamp, like, it sounds so stupid, but the lamp, like, it starts to, like, grow to the point where, like, it's now taking up his entire field of vision. It's his entire field of vision is just red. It's just this red lamp. And then, like, all of a sudden, he hears, like, yelling. And he snaps out of it, and he's, like, looking up. Like, he's, like, laying down looking up, and all he sees is the sky. And so he stands up, and he's in the, like, courtyard of his college. And he stands up. He has no idea what's going on. There's people all around him. He doesn't know what happened. And a cop comes running and immediately snatches him up, picks him up, and carries him away. And throws him into a squad car and starts driving. And the guy's like, what's going on?
Can I make one prediction?
Yeah.
I've never heard anything about this. Did he smoke salvia?
No.
Okay.
He's like, what's going on? What's going on? I don't know what's going on. And so finally the cop stops. They get to a hospital. He's like, you fell and hit your head like really bad, and you've been out for like the last like 25 seconds. So they take him into the hospital and they do scans. But like in that 25 seconds that he was knocked out, he lived an entire life.
Nice. I've heard about shit like that. That's really fucking... At first I was like, okay, this needs to be...
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be a weird, like, bit.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like a weird, like, spooky story.
No.
Like it was, yeah. Huh.
But then, like, eventually in the post, the guy goes more into detail about how he had to, like, mourn this whole family that he had. Because he had kids. Like, I think he said he had, like, 2 kids. He had, like, a son and a daughter, and then the wife. He had to mourn, like, this family that, literally, it's people that never existed.
Yeah.
And it's just a wild story.
Yeah, man, shit like that happens sometimes. That's why I thought maybe he smoked salvia, because people have had that happen.
Or like, they say the same thing can happen with like DMT and ayahuasca. Like you can live an entire life,
day to day, second by second, for years and years. Yeah, the human mind's an odd thing.
That sounds like a nightmare.
It would be intense. It would be intense. How did he say how long ago it was? Does he have any residual effects, depression, therapy?
I didn't get into the whole thing. It was a really long Reddit post, and I just like skimmed it, and then I saw TikTok of it, which was like another podcast talking about it. I listened to a podcast where the guy talked about it, so I had like a pretty good background of the story. But I was just like, that's fucking wild. Yeah,
you never know.
Yeah,
you never know. What if you wake up tomorrow? None of this is real,
right? Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
it's crazy. That's fucking nuts, though. What did he fall off of?
See, that's the thing. Like, he never says like how he fell. I mean, all he says like is when he comes out of the trance, like he's looking straight up. So he's like on a sidewalk or something. So I'm assuming he must have like tripped or slipped, or maybe he just like all of a sudden like maybe something happened and he like passed out.
Right.
Because like I know that can happen to people. Like you can just
like just lose consciousness.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It was a wild story. I was like, even if this is like bullshit and you just made this up, like this is a very detailed, intricate story.
I'll have to go home and read the whole thing.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find that Reddit post again, because I was like, damn.
Yeah, that's nuts. I didn't know where that was going.
I was like, and then the lamp turned into Santa Claus.
It's like this guy needs to be institutionalized rather quick. If I came home and any member of my family was obsessed with a
red lamp,
I would be like, you're going away.
Yeah.
Now. Have fun. Good luck with your straight jacket.
And I think I have read stuff like that before, where like when people are having those like brain issues, like they will like hyper focus on something that feels abnormal.
Yeah.
Like that's how you can kind of tell that you're like having like an episode. I don't know why his was a red lamp.
You got to pick something, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he just like had a thing against lamps.
people focus on things that are abnormal. There's a joke in there somewhere, but I can't find
right.
it. I'm trying to think of the most ridiculous thing I can think of. But
how pissed do you think that dude was? Like, he put in work to get that girl?
could you imagine it? What if her pussy game was just off the chain?
Oh, if he
Like,
was
dude.
making it up in his mind, it was probably the best to ever
Oh,
live.
God, dude. I couldn't even imagine. That must be terrible.
Yeah. Wow.
Terrible.
Wow.
Never have another blowjob like that one again. Didn't even exist.
Never. Yeah, literally. That's how you know it was the best.
I would just keep jumping off roofs till I get back to her. Just, hey, dude, let me hit that one more time.
Just trying to get Jessica back.
Oh, dude.
Jessica! Yeah, I was like, damn.
That's
what
nuts.
a story. Even if you made that up, props to you, brother. That's good. What do we want to do? An ad?
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
Our newest ad sponsor.
Dude, these are flowing in so quick. You want
to kick this one off, or what's the plan here?
Well,
yet again, we just told about this like I don't know, 45 minutes ago.
I don't understand. We haven't done one of these in 2 fucking weeks, and they always email them over at the last second. I've called them about, especially last time with the Live thing.
Yeah,
we'll work on it. Blah blah blah. It came from Liv's end. I understand that.
Yeah.
This one they said they've been sitting on, and they just forgot to send it for as much money as they fucking pay us, and they don't have anybody confident in that office.
Unbelievable.
So they sent me 2. It said one just improv it.
Oh, nice.
Which is not really what anybody wants.
No.
And then they sent me one that was like half written. This is the most half-assed fucking thing ever. So
hopefully the check cashes.
Do you want to do the improv part?
We could do whatever. I mean, I don't even think we should give him 30 seconds.
Did we get deposited for this one?
I don't know. I don't know if they deposited the. I haven't checked the studio account recently. I just swipe the card and hope it works.
We'll read the one that they sent us then in case it hasn't cashed, because this is verbatim from them.
Okay.
Are you sick and tired of going to Lowe's, where some failed OnlyFans model is standing around and stares at you blankly when you need directions to the plumbing aisle because she has no idea what a J-trap is? Us too. Come to Home Depot, where we don't hire women.
They wrote that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Right off the email.
Sounds like something Lydia would write.
Right off the email. Home Depot, where we don't give 2 shits if you're buying a shovel, ammonia, and a tarp. We actually encourage it with our low prices. We don't give a shit what you're doing because we're men down here.
Put it on your card, too. Get 10% off.
Exactly. Want to apply? Here's our benefits, and this is where it starts to cut off.
Okay.
You can tell that nobody fucking finished this.
Okay.
We don't pay attention to sexual harassment cases.
Wow. That's surprising for a big corporation like Home Depot.
You think in this day and age when it's so easy to get sued that you would want to pay attention to that?
The Me Too area.
I think the dust is finally settling from that, so maybe they're just kind of bringing it full circle.
Interesting. Okay.
And discounts on lumber and shit like that.
I mean, lumber, it's expensive.
It is expensive.
Wow.
That's all they sent, half-assed. I agree with them, though.
Yeah.
Every time I go drive by a Lowe's, I spit at it because I don't like Lowe's.
I couldn't tell you the last time I was in a Lowe's, so you should definitely go to Home Depot. Unless that check doesn't cash, which you'll hear about it on the next episode. If that happens, whatever you bought in the last 3 days from Home Depot, just go return it.
Yeah. Then you really just boycott them.
You already cut that 2x4 in half. Just take it back.
Yeah, that's how you bought it.
Yeah, it came like that. I pulled it off the shelf like that.
Yeah, no, they have a nice orange color, very appealing to the eye.
Yeah.
All those smocks and such, and they're written on in chalk. You can wear Home Depot shirts without any gangbangers asking you what set you're repping, because I don't think anybody has orange yet.
I think you're right. Huh.
I don't think anybody has orange. So it's safe to wear in the streets.
Yeah.
It's just all around respectable.
Those smocks do have a lot of nice pockets.
They do.
You put a lot of stuff in them.
I see a lot of markers and tape in them.
You know what the best part about Home Depot is? The reason you should shop at Home Depot is because not only can you go in there and buy bags of fertilizer, you can buy 2x4s, you can buy hacksaws.
Yes.
You can buy plumbing shit that you don't know how to install or do properly, but you're going to do it anyways.
That's correct.
Because you may as well try before you call a real plumber to come fix your stuff.
Right.
You can buy stuff for the bathroom. You can buy vanities, toilets. And while you're buying all of this stuff that you're going to install improperly and ruin your home and devalue it, you can also, at most Home Depots, get a Vienna beef hot dog on the way out.
Can you really?
Yes. They have the carts. You get it as you're leaving the parking lot. You enjoy it on the way to the car. You know, it makes you feel better when the porcelain toilet falls off one of those rickety carts that you're wheeling out to your car with.
Right. There are very few problems in life that a hot dog can't fix.
Exactly.
And Vienna beef is the top of the game.
Yeah.
I've eaten hot dogs in St. Louis. Trash. I've had hot dogs in Detroit. No good. And I had one in Milwaukee. Mediocre at best. That's based off ballpark recommendations. But
Home Depot.
Vienna is king. And if they sling them at Home Depots.
Home Depot hot dogs. That's the ad right there. Home Depot hot dogs. Don't even go buy something. Just go there and get a hot dog.
Yeah. Costco won't let you do that.
Fuck Costco.
Fucking
Costco.
And usually they have people hanging out in front of Home Depot where you can rent their services for the price of a hot dog.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Yeah. And $10.
Just don't go get the hot dog if there's Girl Scouts there. Just
yeah, if the fucking Scouts are slinging dogs, you spit right at them. You tell them no. You tell them no. You get real aggressive.
All right, we've given Home Depot way too much time.
Yeah,
Fuck
I agree.
these
Fuck
people.
that.
All right. Wow, what an ad.
That was nice.
That was
good.
It was very wholesome. You
It
know,
was.
we didn't really say anything that I felt was too bad, too terrible. I mean,
and I think with the guidance from corporate America, who has refined the art of advertising.
Oh yeah.
They give us a blank, canvas to paint on.
Like some bullet points. Like just kind of stick to these. You
and
know,
you stick to what they give you, and really the rest is just magic that happens.
Yeah, it's just.
And if we are the mouthpieces for that, I'm all for it.
I'm curious to see what their stock price is like after that.
If it's up 0.01%, we did a great job.
Yeah, exactly. I also want a part of that. That should have been in the contract negotiations.
That we get part of the stocks. Dude, we become shareholders. Fuck.
Do you see they fucked with GameStop again?
I heard something about that. They're jacking it back up.
It went up like 70% in one day. It's like
I did see.
I think you guys kind of doing something just a tad illegal.
No, that's the thing. Totally legal.
Well, I mean, at this point, who cares? Like, they all do this weird shit with the fucking stock prices so that like they can pump it up and then sell it and then pump it up and sell it, and it's just like, just let the weirdos on Reddit do what they want with the GameStop stock. GameStop's gonna be gone in like 5 years,
unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't know how it's still alive now.
I wonder, do you think their stock price being high helps the?
I think that's the only reason they're still open now is because of that one they did. Was that like 3-4 years ago? It was like around. It was like during 2020, wasn't it?
Yeah, because that's the one by me closed down. I think the SEC actually had a meeting on that.
Yeah,
This one, he had to go out there and
tad salty,
because they got burned twice.
Could you imagine being the SEC and getting burned by a bunch of nerds on Reddit?
I'm all for it. They were really pissed the first time because they lost billions in people's hedge funds accounts. And that's what really made them unhappy.
Good.
But it's not illegal. They were shorting the stock, and people noticed that based off trends, and they capitalized on it.
Yeah,
I say, you know what? Good for you guys.
Yeah, fuck them.
Great. And now they were trying to like figure out how to make it like illegal, but they can't because it's just finally it was unfair for somebody who does unfair things.
Screw those people, man.
But I want to know how it came about that they were just like, what if we just do it again?
It was just like there was a group online that was like, all right, we just need to let this cool down for a couple of years and then let's zing them again.
Yeah.
And they had a date on a calendar, and they'd been taking days off for years and years and years. He had that big circle date, and he's like, today's the day.
It never went as low as it originally was. I used to like check it like every 3 months.
Oh, really?
And just see what stuff was worth. I think it was still like probably $10 higher per share than it used to be.
Really?
Before the initial one.
Well, didn't the first time, didn't it go up like 170%
Dude,
or something
like
that?
$200 or $300 from like $5 or $6 or something like that.
Some real fucking money.
They made a movie on it.
Yeah,
they made a movie on it, and some of the people that really, I mean, there was one kid. I don't know if it's true. I know it was in the there was a local news article about it from somewhere like the WCAG or whatever, and some kid had taken a loan out on his parents' house.
I think I did hear about that,
and he put all of it into GameStop stock. And he's like, if this goes wrong, I'm fucked. My parents are.
Yeah.
And it paid off. What
Damn.
a gamble. What a gamble.
But all right, so that's a good scenario, because it's like, can you really punish like do you really want to punish the kid? Like, yeah, he took a huge gamble, could have really fucked you.
Yeah.
But instead, he just made you wildly wealthy.
I would just ensure that you never gambled like that again with my stuff. You know, if it was my son that I was talking to,
there would be some light beating.
Yeah, but it would be a Gucci stick that they were beating him with.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to be
mad.
It's
like one of those swing out batons, but it's like Supreme brand.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm all for it, man. Fuck it.
Wild.
You can do stuff like that whenever, if you just find stocks that they're shorting.
Yeah.
I don't remember how they found it.
I don't understand stocks at all.
Something with like the value would go up in regular intervals of like 30 cents and then down and then up and then down. I don't know what the number was, but say it was 30 cents, whatever. Based on that pattern, they realized that it was one of the ones that they were using to short hedge funds with. They were shorting that stock to benefit hedge funds.
Okay.
So they buy a bunch, they pump up the price, then they sell it all off when it gets high. Then when it goes low, they buy it again. How they're doing it, I don't know. I don't understand it fully either, but that's the concept of it. So then they just waited, and they got a bunch of people on Reddit together. And once it was so low, they bought it before anybody else could buy it. Something like that. I don't know. They, like I said, they just found it out.
Yeah.
And they just totally blindsided these fucking people.
Nice.
I want to watch that movie.
That's
really
awesome.
Bad. But yeah, they tried to like.
I enjoy stuff like that.
The FBI like showed up to like one of the guys' houses that like orchestrated it. But nothing illegal was done.
What are you going to do?
There was nothing illegal done. It's all totally legal to do stuff like that. It just happened to benefit the little man instead of the big.
What a joke.
Yeah.
What a fucking joke.
Yeah. So it was a nice little hand grenade that they threw, but
good. They deserve it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you know how hard it is to get people together in these days to accomplish something?
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're selling cookies.
Right. I
mean, they got a group of people who probably haven't seen sunlight in a very long time, and or taken a shower.
Right.
And they got them all together to do one thing.
It's kind of beautiful.
It is.
It's that we can really come together for a benefit.
I hope it was like a inspirational drama movie, like.
It wasn't a comedy.
Like Leo's playing like the main character, and
it looked kind of like it was like set up like The Big Short, where it was like semi-serious with some jokes thrown in. But it follows both one of the guys from GameStop and then one of the people who got fucked over really bad on the hedge fund.
Oh, really?
Because so like one guy's like stoked that it's working, the other guy is like in disbelief that they're losing all of this cash, billions of dollars they lost on that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. They shouldn't have had it to begin with. Everything around hedge fund to me just sounds so shady.
Yeah.
Because you're just like, you're using other people's money to just do weird things. That just doesn't sound right. I mean, maybe it is like a legal thing and like it's good for people, but it just sounds sketchy.
Well, they know that nobody ever knows what it means.
Yeah.
I mean, when I look at my mutual fund breakdown, it tells me everything that they bought and everything that they sold, and none of it's like real stuff.
Yeah. It's
like East Asian market predictive value plus $7, and I'm like, what are you buying?
I don't. What is it?
They're buying like, it's like, God, I'm in no position to even try to explain this, but it's like, I have
no idea either.
It's like hypothetical value on something and like investments upon numbers of like growth. It's fucking bizarre. I tried looking into it. I'm like, I don't know what they're doing.
It sounds like a fucking like NFT basically. Like it's just like something that's not real.
It's the international market makes no sense at all. Yeah, I don't know. I just know that my number keeps going up, and I'm like, hey, give it hell, boys.
Yeah,
give it hell.
Yeah, till it all collapses.
Dude, then I'm gonna then I'm gonna be pissed.
Be out there hawking cookies.
Yeah, exactly. Guys want to buy some Samoas so I can afford a 38 snub to shoot myself with, please. Christ,
they ain't cheap. They ain't cheap. No. All right. I guess we can move on. You got something else?
I was just checking to see what I have left. If you have more,
yeah.
Feel free
see what you have left before I get to this last story that I have, and then we'll do my question for the end.
Did you hear about that portal in New York City?
Did you see the reel I sent about why it got shut down?
I did not. Well, maybe. I saw a bunch of them. A bunch
So,
of stuff that people were putting up there.
It had been getting shut down periodically, but they shut it down for good after, as usual, an OnlyFans woman ruins it for everyone.
Put her tits on there?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sure the people on the other side probably loved it.
Yeah.
But they shut it down. But I sent a reel, and it was a screenshot of the Twin Towers being shown to
Okay,
them.
so that's...
I was like,
yes.
just want to show you what you're looking at.
It was just like a big old live feed.
Yeah.
And one of them was in New York City, and the other one was in Dublin.
Yeah.
And the idea was that people can wave and talk to each other through it.
We
And
immediately ruined it.
humanity, to some degree, is the same anywhere you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had in there that a chick flashed her tits.
Yeah.
Would she like write her OnlyFans on there or something?
Yeah. Well, yeah. She was like an OnlyFans model, I guess.
Nice.
Somehow got away.
Like ran away?
Yeah. Like, I was like, all right, cool, I guess.
I mean, I like it.
I mean,
Whatever.
she saw an opportunity to market her brand
It's also not
to
illegal.
another country,
Right.
and she took it.
It's also not illegal to be topless in New York City if you're a woman.
Yeah, didn't they make a movie about that?
Did they?
I
don't
thought they
know.
made a movie about that.
What was it called? Like Owl Eyes or something?
Eagle Eyes.
Eagle.
Eagle Eyes.
How do you make a movie about that?
I thought I can't. I'll look it up after we're done. But I thought it was something about like they did like some marathon. It was like a free the nipple thing, and like just a bunch of women ran topless through Times Square or something like that. And I'm pretty sure they made a movie or a documentary about it. I'll look it up and then I will put it in the video. Not the film, but I'll put the poster for it.
If you're hot, you're fine. If you're not hot, keep those sad titties away.
It could have been cold out.
It has nothing to do with the sag. They
I
know.
was
They
just
know.
making a joke.
Oh, no. But I mean, like, they know
Yeah.
if they should do that or not. We don't need to see all titties, just most of them.
I mean, that day you were seeing all of them.
Didn't need that. Not necessary. No wonder they passed a law. But no, I think it's anywhere that a man can be topless, a woman can be topless as well.
Makes sense.
So, more power to
I'm
them.
not against it.
Like I said, it's a case-by-case basis. I saw some sad titties one time at a metal festival. I was like, put that
Really?
away. Nobody wants that. Not cool.
Maybe they just needed some vitamin D. I mean, that usually makes people happy.
No, dude, they were just gross tits. Sad titty. Sad patron. I was not thrilled.
She was trying her best.
Ugh. Anyways, at one point, one of the Irishmen held up on his phone just the word wankers.
Nice.
And he kept it in front of the camera until they
Nice.
pulled it away. And then, yeah, somebody put up the World Trade Center burning.
Yep. I saw it, yeah. I
But-
sent that to the group chat.
I thought there's an opportunity here where we could make more of these.
Okay.
I am formally recommending or requesting that we have Kiev and Moscow have a portal.
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
I think Philadelphia and Boston need a portal.
Okay.
Compton and Detroit should also get a portal.
Yeah, that would be good.
That would be a good one. That'd be a good one.
That would be really good.
And then I think that Taipei, which is the capital of Taiwan, and Beijing need a portal.
That one would probably get shut down pretty quick.
Just see your enemies face to face.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Why not? I think they've had these in different places in Europe for a while now.
And they've gone okay?
I don't know. It's Europe. I can't speak on that. I mean, I knew if there was going to be a country that would ruin it for everybody very quickly, it would be America.
Yeah. I like the concept though.
It's a good idea. Yeah,
but
it's there. The idea is there.
I couldn't imagine what the fuck I'd be doing out there.
You can't trust people.
I mean, the guy who put the Twin Towers up is... I mean, you know...
He's just trying to show the people of Dublin something they've never seen before.
Oh, no. It was Ireland doing it too.
Oh,
America.
really?
Yeah,
Oh.
no, it was the other way around.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it
I-
was an Irishman holding up.
They drink a lot. I don't know what else to say.
I don't know. Like I said, I thought it was hilarious. And I thought it was oddly poetic that they shut it down. It's a dumb fucking idea, kind of. It's actually super dumb.
Just like, what do you honestly expect?
Like, you gonna stop and talk?
Like, you really think people are gonna be like waving to each other and like it's gonna be all
No, they're just gonna be
sincere
flipping each other off and talking shit
and wholesome?
No.
Like, You're lucky some dude didn't like whip his dick out and like slap it up against the portal. Like, you honestly, like, you got off the best you possibly could with it being some fucking random OF woman.
Right.
Like, that was your best case scenario.
Yeah. No, people are just gonna keep doing dumber and dumber shit.
No, they're not turning that thing back on.
I think they are.
Are they really?
They're trying to figure out how to stop doing that stuff. Like a
fucking Christ.
Like trying to like censor stuff out or something. But I mean, it became such a big thing that, like, of course, people are gonna go there and do something to get in the news or some relevance.
Why not?
So if the pair of titties was all it cost, they got off pretty fucking good.
I would say so.
But they want to put it back on.
Jesus Christ. It's only going to get worse.
For sure.
The bar's been set.
The bar's been set. Someday someone's going to get straight up murdered on one of those things.
Probably.
Like, they're just going to straight up cut somebody's head off and hold it up at the camera and be like, is this what you want?
America.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yikes.
Good stuff.
I'm glad you brought that up. I forgot about that. I forgot that I sent that to the group chat. I didn't know. I thought it was somebody on our side sending that across, not somebody from Ireland.
Most of it was the Irish people being assholes to us.
Oh, man. Good.
No, nobody on our side put up the Twin Towers.
The people in New York could use a little bit of bullying. All right?
They deserve it.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Just a little bit of bullying. All right?
It's been 23 years. They can deal with another blow.
Yeah.
Little jab.
Crazy place. Wild place. Don't know why anybody goes there. All right, we'll get to I got one more story here. So I came across this actually a couple weeks ago. I've been saving it. So there was this guy. This was like back in like the 1960s in Turkey. And this guy was, I don't know what he was doing, why he was doing this. He was in his basement chasing a chicken.
Okay.
First off, don't know why the chicken was in the basement.
Okay.
But nonetheless, he's chasing this chicken around the basement and notices that like there's like an opening or like a hole in the wall. And so he's like peeking through and he can see like something's on the other side. So he like knocks out like a huge hole in the wall, and like it led to this place that they called Derinkuyu, which was this like massive underground city.
Cool.
And so he found the entrance to this place in his basement. This Derinkuyu is 280 foot deep and has 18 stories.
This is the whole underground city, right?
Yeah. And it can house up to 20,000 people.
Yeah, I didn't know that they found it in his basement.
Yeah,
I've heard
some
of it
random
before,
Turkish man found this in his basement while he was chasing a chicken around. There's a lot of speculation about exactly how old this thing is. A lot of them say it's from like 2000 BC, which is like about 4,000 years ago. But there are some that say that it is like as old as this other place that they found in Turkey called Göbekli Tepe.
Yeah, Göbekli Tepe is supposed to be the oldest
structure
but,
ever.
Yeah.
And that's like 14,500 years ago.
There's an archaeologist called Graham Hancock.
Yeah.
Who
yeah.
So
yeah,
he was saying that humans existed a lot earlier.
I
there
think
was a lot more advanced civilizations.
Well, a lot more. Because like those two places, Derinkuyu and Göbekli Tepe, are only 370 miles apart.
Yeah.
And I guess like there's like some sort of like similarities between the two. So like there are some that theorize that like they existed at the same time, and the Derinkuyu was there because it existed in like what they call like the Younger Dryas.
Yeah.
Which was like basically the Ice Age, which like they don't know exactly how it happened, but like they think the Earth got hit by a meteor, which set like all these particles and soot up into the atmosphere that basically like blotted out the sun for an extended period of time and caused, everything to just get like wicked cold and freeze.
Well, they're trying to say that that's what melted the ice caps.
Yes, they're saying that like that's what caused the flood.
Yeah, so like the flood that's always referenced in all the stories might have just been rising sea levels from melted glaciers.
Yeah.
So,
but I thought that was crazy that this dude just stumbled across this like at earliest 4,000 years, but could be 14,000-year-old city that just happened to be underneath his fucking house.
did a part of his wall like collapse and it wasn't there before and he noticed it?
I don't know. It doesn't have like a lot of detail about like how he stumbled upon it, what he saw, because it was from like the 60s,
right?
And it was a guy from Turkey. So I mean, who really knows like what actually happened? This is probably like second, third hand,
right?
That like the story is being told, but yeah, he just like the way I read it was like he saw like an opening. So I don't know if like I'm assuming like really, really old house, like maybe part of the foundation like came apart that like he never noticed before, and like he noticed that he could see through it, and like there was something back there.
That's kick ass.
And then just opened it up, and it's just huge fucking just like different tunnels go into like different chambers, and it's wild. I saved the like
is it like a cutaway picture of it?
I have like a like an illustration, like that's what it looked like.
Yeah, and they have like all the ways to like get air down there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I'll put it up on the video, but yeah, it's crazy. Just I couldn't imagine like stumbling upon something like that.
I wouldn't tell anybody.
I wouldn't either.
That's my fucking city. No,
yeah, because who knows what's down there?
Right. I would have explored it thoroughly first, and then.
Oh, I would have been terrified to go super deep into that thing. Get lost.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Just leaving a little trail of candies behind you. Little trail of Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah. Well, the next thing they want to do is somehow excavate the Sahara Desert.
Yeah.
Because there's stuff under it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and it used to be like tropic. There's rain marks, water erosion on the Sphinx in Egypt. So like it used to be like a tropical rainy place.
Yeah.
And there's records of it and stuff. So I think there's a lot under there that could shed some light.
Yeah. They think the Nile used to flow like right by the pyramids.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because that's like part of like there's that whole bullshit theory that like the pyramids were built by they used the Nile like and they made like basically like water locks, and like that's how they would like float the blocks up there. But I still don't see. I mean, those blocks are like
tons and tons
18 tons a piece or something like that.
Yeah, they're not exactly buoyant like a ship.
Yeah, and they're all like perfectly fitted.
Yeah.
Like no.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of good podcast material on that stuff. It's really wild to listen to.
I watched some of Graham Hancock's. He has that thing on Netflix. I watched some of that. Yeah. I listened to a little bit of his podcast with Rogan.
He was just on there again a couple weeks ago,
really?
And he actually debated a guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a debate.
That would be pretty good, actually. Yeah. I'm not a Rogan person, but that would be pretty good.
It was pretty solid. It wasn't like a typical Rogan episode, but the archaeologist that they brought on to debate him, his name was Flint Dibble.
Oh,
and
nice.
He dressed like Indiana Jones. Very odd dude.
Like, I feel like Flint Dibble is like the KFC guy's real name.
Right.
Like when I think of the KFC guy, like I think his real name would be Flint Dibble. I like that. He was just on Flagrant too, so I think I might watch that one instead.
Who's that? Graham Hancock?
It's Andrew Scholl's podcast.
He was on
Flagrant. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to give that a whirl too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Archaeology over there is always some of the best preserved because it's so dry.
Yeah.
Now. I think they just found like another Egyptian tomb or something.
Yeah,
they're Valley of the Kings. They always just like they can't like find them. They know that they're like around, and they just have to like hit a place
going.
with a rock and just hope that they're gonna hit it eventually. But
right.
They're always digging up crazy shit. There was a thing on Netflix called The Secrets of the Saqqara Tomb or something like that.
Yeah,
and it was filmed.
I watched part of that.
That was super good.
Yeah.
Super good. It was like a whole unearthing and removal process. And everything, and like with like modern equipment, and it was really well made. So I'm going over there.
That's what I would go back. Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
I'm going over there. I'm gonna dig some shit up, but just to see all that stuff. But that's where you'd go, is ancient Egypt.
Oh yeah, just to see, because like you said, like it used to be like a tropical paradise.
Yeah,
and just to see if like they were really advanced as everyone's saying that they were. Because I don't know, how else do you build something like that?
See, I'm getting I've never really been too into that stuff, just because it's like I would go to Rome Colosseum. I'm drinking wine with my boys for a day, and I'm betting on gladiators.
I mean, why not?
But the Egypt stuff, I don't know. They lost me at like the men with bird heads and like animal worship and stuff like that.
Yeah, they love them some animals.
Yeah. No, I was all set on that. Don't really think they can keep it, to me.
Yeah, I mean,
I will go grave rob them, but I'm not really interested.
you gotta be careful with that. I've seen some Brendan Fraser movies. You don't want to do that.
I can sell it. I can sell it. Retire early. But
well, see if I can find my question here.
oh, good.
All right. So I was hoping to have Lydia here for this one because it's kind of more her thing, but we'll do it anyways. What do you consider the Midwest to be?
Indiana to Nebraska, Wisconsin to Missouri.
Wow. You go a lot farther than I would have.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I was thinking Indiana, Illinois, and Wisconsin. Maybe a little bit of Iowa, but not too much.
You wouldn't take all of Iowa?
No, I don't want any of Iowa.
Well, nobody wants it, but you still have it. It's like family.
Yeah.
So what, do you think half of Iowa would just be considered the Wild West?
No, it's just like a storage.
What? I think I could even probably go as far as like North and South Dakota. It's just plain flat fields.
I'm more asking what your opinion of the Midwest is, not what it actually is. Like in your opinion, what area do you consider the Midwest to be?
Yeah, Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin, Iowa, Nebraska.
Wow.
Kansas.
I can't believe you're letting Nebraska in.
I don't want to.
Wow.
But I'm not letting the West have anything that they can grow crops in. I love the West. I'm not touching the South. I'm thinking because Missouri a little bit.
Like a little corner of it.
Yeah, it's still kind of
small,
flat.
little
still kind of
just
flat.
to kind of round out the bottom of the state.
Once you hit South, burn it.
Yeah, I was even thinking we'd cut it off like midway down Illinois.
Oh, so you're asking if I could redraw it and cut everything else away? What do I want to keep?
Or that.
Oh, well, that's way different. I'm keeping Nevada,
Wow.
Illinois,
Okay.
and Wisconsin.
And
Michigan, too.
Well, oh, okay.
Everything else can fucking sink. I don't give a fuck about the rest of it.
One of those is a little out of the district, but we'll let it
Get
slide.
a rope.
Get
a rope.
We'll dig a tunnle.
Yeah.
Elon, dig us a tunnel.
Yeah. What state would you want to get rid of the most?
Oh, what state would out of like any state in the country?
Yes.
Probably. That's a tough one.
This should be simple. That should be easy.
No, it's not.
Should be pretty.
There's so many to get rid of.
There's only two options.
There's only two options.
Two options.
Wow. Is one of them Iowa?
No.
Oh.
No.
New York?
No.
It's not Florida. Florida's got to stay. They're our main defense system when the Russians come.
How?
Just
oh, you mean like in
meth and willpower? That's how.
Oh, you mean by terms of troops?
Yeah,
I thought you meant in terms of location.
Yeah.
I was like, buddy. No, we're getting rid of either Louisiana.
Okay.
But my number one draft pick for states in the Union to just completely burn and sink into the ground, Mississippi. Mississippi has got to go.
I don't think I've ever been to Mississippi.
Oh, buddy.
It's just like swamps, isn't it?
Louisiana's swamps.
Okay.
Mississippi is just...
What is it? Well, if those are your two, you just get rid of both of them. I mean, they're right next to each other.
Well, I'm saying if I only have one bullet. Yeah, if I could get rid of both, perfect. Dude, driving into New Orleans is the most nauseating sense of dread, disgusting, foul, unnecessary thing I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Don't you have to go over that bridge?
Oh, yeah. Dude, and what you see off the bridge is atrocious. and disgusting.
I wish Lydia was here.
And I can't, but it's good. I fucking let her come out here and write a fucking essay. I don't give a shit. I'm right. I'm 100% right. It's disgusting, dude. It's nothing but swamp and houses as far as you can see. But these houses are like trailers on sticks.
Well, you gotta keep them out of the water.
But they look like trailers in like some methed out town down south. It's disgusting, dude. Half of them are just like burned. The other half have like moss growing over them.
Nice.
It's fucking disgusting. Mississippi is just a mistake.
I've never even been to Mississippi.
Dude, just imagine
what's like a main town in Mississippi? I don't even know if I could tell you.
Nobody has a clue. Nobody knows. It's
curious.
Dude, it's the saddest looking place I've ever seen in my life. It actually made me like uncomfortable to look at.
Just made you uncomfortable to look at.
I didn't even want to look out the window.
Jackson, Mississippi.
Nobody gives two shits about Jackson.
That's the capital.
Look up give me like a 10,000 person town in Mississippi, and then go to some images. Let me know what we got there. It is just the dirtiest, poorest, off the beaten trail, godforsaken area.
We got Bay St. Louis, New Albany, Vicksburg, Natchez.
Give me Natchez.
Natchez is 15,000 people.
Give me Natchez. Give me some photos. Let's see what we got here. I guarantee it's going to be sad as shit.
It looks actually quite nice.
Yeah, tourist website.
It looks very Confederacy.
All I'm saying is that nobody should have stopped.
They have a Cleveland.
Great.
Cleveland. I wonder if Cleveland, Mississippi is worse than Cleveland, Ohio.
Have you been through Cleveland, Ohio?
No, but I've heard some things.
Oh my God.
Oh man. They got all kinds of great towns here. Flowood. Petal. Literally, it's just Petal.
Give me some images of Petal. Let's see what we're looking at here.
It just looks like a regular old town. I mean, here's it after it just got demolished by a tornado. I don't know why you put that on Google.
That was the best thing that ever happened to Mississippi, okay? It has an odd sense of like... At least from the parts that I saw of Mississippi, which granted wasn't a ton, but I got enough. It's like after the Civil War, they never really recovered.
I mean, that was a long time ago. They've had plenty of time.
But we really stomped them out good. It literally just, it seems like it's a conquered area. I don't know, man. It's just, it was the most like there was like a feeling in the pit of my stomach like I don't want to be here. Like I'm not supposed to be here. Something's wrong. Foul.
Well, I didn't know 10 must-visit small towns in Mississippi. Book a vacation right now. Cleveland! Cleveland's number 1! Wow.
Yeah. It's all, like you said, it's very Confederate feeling. Just, ugh.
Yeah,
know,
the architecture looks very, very Confederate.
They should have just, like I said, when William Sherman was burning the South, they never should have called him back. He was doing good. Just finish it off, man. Just finish it.
Yeah, there's a lot of like big old churches and stuff with bell towers.
Have you been to Florida before?
Been to Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
Orlando, Miami, Cocoa Beach, good old Fort Lauderdale. Classiest place on the planet. Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never really had a desire to go there either.
Where else? Panama City Beach. Yeah, I've been to a couple places in Florida.
Did you enjoy any of it?
Yeah, it was fine. Yeah.
I'm going to start a travel agency.
You should.
Then when people want to go places that I don't like, I simply tell them, no, I'm going to send you to...
Cleveland, Mississippi.
Actually, we want to go to want to go to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I'm like, how about we go to Boston?
Yeah.
Would you like Boston instead? It's cheaper. I just talk about them making mistakes, and I'm going to suffocate all these states out of all of their tourist industry. I'm going to choke them out and ensure that they return to the dust.
Wow. I mean,
dude, drive through the South sometime. You'd be like, oh my God.
Kinda sounds like the Boy Scouts or travel agencies. But...
well, maybe we should just start selling cookies down there instead. Only in the South. Only in the South.
It's the only place that Boy Scouts can peddle cookies.
Yeah, that's they stress you because they lost the Civil War. It really does feel like they just never recovered, though. I mean, we took away everything from them.
Yeah.
And we didn't exactly help them back up. We did a little bit, but not to what it was.
It's warm down there. They'll be all right.
There's nothing down there, dude. There's no... It's just
a lot of churches.
Have you ever taken... Well, like, you've been to, like, Southern Illinois.
No.
What's the farthest south you've ever been in Illinois?
Illinois? Not that far.
What does that mean? Have you been to Springfield?
Nope. Yeah, once. For, like, a day.
Okay. So you never, like, driven to St. Louis?
Nope. Why? Why?
Me and you might have to do some exploring together. Get a road trip in, you'll see exactly what I mean. I can show you some good spots.
Okay.
Everybody wants to go south, and that's the thing that makes me disgusted.
Really?
Everybody wants to leave Illinois and they want to go south.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I want to move down to Tennessee. No. No, you don't.
Why not?
It's trash.
Why?
The South is trash. It's poor, it's dirty, it's dilapidated. And Tennessee has, like, one fucking town in it. And that is Nashville.
It's got Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge.
Great. I'm sure there's stellar
Memphis.
communities.
Great place to walk around with your family.
Yeah, and I've driven through fucking Memphis, too. That's another one that should just disappear. Aside from that Bass Pro Pyramid.
Take your kids for a walk.
No, dude. It's foul. In Louisiana. Oh, my God.
I've never been to Louisiana.
Dude, driving through that shit. Nuts. Nuts. Those trees that, like, you see them in movies, they have, like the long, like, ropes of moss hanging off of them. It's all over everything. Yeah. It's terrifying.
It's there for shade.
Like, you watch True Detective.
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Great show.
Great show. Fantastic show. But I would never want to live it. Foul. Absolutely foul. Fuck the South. If you're from the South, turn this off and unsubscribe.
Oh, man. Don't do that.
Do it.
Don't do it.
We don't need you.
Sponsored by Girl Scout cookies.
We're doing fine without it. Alrighty. Sorry, I'm off my unnecessary hatred of things again.
That all started with the Midwest and just kind of
I'm sorry, I hijacked your question. I'll keep Illinois, Iowa, Indiana, and Wisconsin.
Yeah, I would say that's about what the Midwest is.
Yeah, Iowa, Nebraska. You got to keep Nebraska.
No. Fuck those guys.
Oklahoma.
No,
it is.
Just leave them on their own. They'll be fine. They don't need it on this.
I didn't know we were doing like a draft pick. I thought you were like, gee.
Fuck.
Alrighty.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Yeah.
I have nothing else.
I burned it all.
Yeah.
Good to go.
Sure.
Hope you guys enjoyed it.
I hope you didn't.
Unless you're from the north. And I hope you had a good time.
If you're from Louisiana,
fuck you.
Yeah. We'll be sending you some Girl Scout cookies.
God. Well, bring us out.
Where are we at here? Yeah. So we're on Spotify. Even though it sucks, we're on it. You can watch videos on it. Yeah. YouTube at 630 Network, I think. I should know this.
How many people's data rates we are slaughtering with having video on Spotify?
Good.
Because if they don't know that they're streaming it while their phone is off too.
Good. Hopefully that check will be coming from Verizon, AT&T any day now.
Woohoo!
At 630 Podcast Network, head over to the YouTube and subscribe. Just because Spotify sucks. Does weird shit when you try to use it. I don't like it. Typical social medias. We got Facebook. We got Instagram. We got TikTok. I think that's it. Email thegrayareapdcast@gmail.com. Email us. If you're, I don't know, Boy Scout of America, you have something to say.
Yeah. Let's have a chat. Let's really see what you're
Email
doing.
in.
Posers.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think we're set.
I got nothing else.
No, we're good.
All right.
Later.